Hello, welcome to another Toonwerks commentary.
Yay!
Yay! We're back.
We're back.
We're
How
back.
long has
And
it
we're
been
not
yet?
talking about a dinosaur movie.
We're
ta-
back.
We have a cartoon to talk about, guys. We just released it.
Yeah, like
Yes.
a little over 24 hours ago.
At 2:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna do a commentary on our new Wonders of the Universe episode, Xenophobia, and we'll talk about some of the stuff in the movie.
Episode 5, Xenophobia.
Yeah. This is an actual episode. This isn't a short or anything like that. We did do a podcast, which should be released by now.
Although we recorded it like 3 months ago.
Yeah, where we go into more detail about actually making it and all the iterations of it, which is like our other podcast, really in depth. But
This will just be about the episode itself. So.
Yep.
All right, so let's get started.
Oh boy.
3, 2, 1.
5.
Yeah.
Sorry.
3, 2, 1. Play.
We never did get music written for that logo.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah,
get sued because of that.
Yeah, that's public domain music.
So, first thing you probably notice is that this movie has pretty much its own original score.
That is sometimes the main character.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting the audio fixed for that. But
That was an unfortunate side effect for kind of being rushed. But
the music's done by Pierce Hackard, I believe how you pronounce his name. He did a fantastic job. He was really excited to work on this, and I think he did fantastic.
This is our latest example of a crowded place that doesn't have many people in it.
It's oh my god, making him
Sorry,
walk like that on the thing. It was painful but worth it.
Yeah, this scene took a while for you to make just because it was kind of complicated just in all the stuff going on.
Yeah, everything moving around. I think the scrolling background on the angled shot was fantastic. It ended up looping.
Yeah, I mean, it was a looping background, and a lot of the colors in this background are the color composition in general in this scene is really good.
I'd actually have taken out those squares in the background because those were supposed to be like videos playing of Ace Johansson and other commercials, and we ended up not using it except for the one bit with the coffee. So now they're just kind of like there. They're not even in the angled shot. So I'm like, I should have gone back and taken them out.
Yeah, it makes it look interesting.
Yeah, it's still.
It makes you realize there's a wall there.
Yeah.
Okay, Casey, explain floor hands.
Floor hands.
Very quickly.
I used to work at a grocery store, and we had a customer that came in that said our manager had floor hands because he picked up a Snickers bar off the floor. And then she didn't want him to help. She didn't want him to help her anymore because of it. Because she would get germs on her hands because of floor hands.
We were gonna come back to that later, like after the alien slipped or got coffee in his face. Spoilers. He was gonna fall on the floor, and that little mouth was gonna say it, but we had him not do that, so it was just kind of weird.
No one, also at the same time, nobody said, "Get away from him, you Brit."
Yeah, that was another
That's
one.
the one line that got cut.
And we never made a giant mech. And this was the first scene.
Yeah,
Yes.
the first scene we made for this.
Habanera playing in the background
There's the plant in the background. Everyone remember the plant?
It's so detailed compared to everything else. I couldn't put it anywhere because it's so distracting.
I like every time I made a new background, I'd hide the plant somewhere in that background, so you'd have to go erase it because you're like, this doesn't fit in the Fubutron, and go get it out of there.
I have one of those drinky birds now. I actually brought it into work.
Yeah. Did you buy that before or after this?
I asked for it for Christmas. So.
Oh, you asked for just freaking.
It's one of the many alien references I tried to put in here.
What, Petunia or the little drinking alien?
No, the little drinking bird.
Yeah, that's right.
What? That's an alien?
Yeah, that's an alien reference.
I didn't know that.
It's basically a way to have movement in an otherwise still shot.
It's weird because in the movie Alien, they had that drinking bird, and apparently it's been there for like months and months just drinking.
all the water in mine evaporates or goes away after a weekend. So I'm just like,
So this is Nova taking charge.
Yeah. So there was Pi was his ticket number. That's my reference for Pi in this episode.
Here's where the music became the main character out of nowhere.
I think it works for this one though because it's
it's good. It just gets really loud.
Well, what's wrong with his hair? Oh.
It's covered up.
He didn't brush it.
It was like the shading was wrong.
No.
So it was fun to write Nova as an actual character because she didn't have a lot of lines before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never really figured her out until this episode, and we finally had figured on that she's like kind of mean and grumpy because she has to deal with all those stupid people in the previous scene, and she has to do that for hours. So she just gets tired of it.
I love this part because it's so disturbing, but Noah isn't quite registering.
You know what's funny about this too is like Edwin just recorded like an hour of and we weren't even going to put it in this scene because it was for the other scene where he's in the below decks, and he just recorded all this noise, so we just put it all over the episode, and he just goes like he literally just says when he sees it like, oh my god, you guys actually used all of that.
we cut it down since then, but
it makes it funny because it's like this horrible thing, and Noah's like, where's my damn coffee?
I love this shot. This came out really good. I wish there was a little bit more goop all around, but the lighting and music and this is really, really good.
Oh, hi, Chris Niosi.
His like obligatory cameo. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we gotta have him in here.
He was originally I originally imagined this as her coming out of like the side, so he was gonna go past and he was supposed to be like, oh, everything's in disarray. But
this is worth noting that this is like one of the scenes we wanted to do since the very beginning. Yeah. Is this STFU guy here saying these lines?
Yeah, this is actually a holdover from the original version of the script.
Yeah. This script went through lots of revisions.
Yeah, but we talk about that in the podcast.
Podcast, yeah.
Now that background was originally a lot smaller and further in the distance, and I was like, well, that door looks really tiny, so I'll make it closer.
I had to draw that break in the glass from so many different angles.
Yeah. 2.
Well, I think the third time we never used.
This scene was animated by Chris Bow, and he made it really disgusting.
Yeah, we actually cleaned up some of the blood and dirt.
Well, like, Casey first saw this as, you never cleaned up the alien blood. And I was like, no, I think he did. I think it was a lot worse.
Actually, when you did the background for this shot, Casey, you actually did 2 things that annoyed me, which was you put all this yellow stuff in the background, which didn't really work, but that was okay. And then you put him in here. Did you put the plant in there? I forget if you did.
Oh,
but then you put Rodney on the wall in the corner, and he's like 1/10 of the rest of the shot, and I'm like, we're supposed to focus on him.
I draw every room to be the size of a football stadium.
Warning: may contain nuts. I like that.
The only nuts in this room are the nutty people.
Yeah. Now
so much like episode 4, like the climax takes up a big section of the movie here.
Yeah.
It takes place in a giant red room.
Yeah.
I want to say that this is a reference to Metropolis. This is supposed to be like the big machine that the working class is forced to do.
Yeah. I love this whole sequence, though. I love how this machine works and how it's just all so pointless.
Did you put my alien baby voices in here?
Yes, I did. They're mixed in with Miranda's.
I didn't really hear them anywhere.
Oh god, that pipe is not a cylinder. We used like one of the crappy pipes from that like other temporary background I did. Now I remember on Twitter. I was gonna draw all the food. I was gonna draw all the food, and I just went on Twitter and it's like, everybody suggest food for no reason, and everyone's like, oh, draw a pie. It's like, okay, and I just spent like a whole day just drawing random food for this scene.
Really, that sushi you made was really detailed, and you can only see it in like the background here.
You never see any of it. No, it's like, well, I don't took like 5
minutes. I saw a chicken fly.
Yeah, I actually love what Pierce did with the music here to build it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also like how Nova's cup says #1 dad.
she just took it from the break room.
I love there's other funny things in the Foodmatron too, in the selections. There's like a Viking helmet. There's
fire
one of the selection is fire. It's another one is 1,000 glasses of water. It's just like on the options.
Now this is Anthony Sardina doing the voice of the alien, I believe.
Yep.
Is that right? Who else who did the little mouth?
Oh god, Zach Holzman.
That's right.
Apotheria, yeah.
Apotheria,
that's right. They did.
His real name is Zach Holzman.
Yes, I think they did fantastic jobs in there. All her voice, even Miranda, she had to say a bunch of lines like they're like, Nova, say this line like she's winning, like it's her big cliche action movie thing, and she's like, I don't know how to do that, and she did it fantastically.
Well, it's like in Pirates of the Caribbean when Keira Knightley has the big action moment. She goes, Try wearing a corset. It's kind of like that.
Did you? So I don't know if the audience will never see it, but that coffee mug is like 3-dimensional for no
really?
reason. Yeah, look, the number one dad rotates around it.
Like that. Just cause.
Like I masked it and everything else, so the number one dad can be moved around on it, so you can see any angle of the coffee mug for no reason.
So if I myself indulge for a moment, I might really like the design of this alien here.
Yes, I love how you gave it a top hat and the eye spot is supposed to be like a monocle.
Yeah.
This coffee splash.
These lines. I feel like I wrote these lines.
I have to say
for
something
him
right
and-
here.
Good.
If you listen closely, he says, "Sweet Sigourney Weaver," and that was an ad lib, and we wanted to still put it in, so we make it so it's very difficult to hear.
Can you hear it over the music?
You can hear it if you're listening. Pierce didn't hear it when he was listening to just the audio, so it's well hidden.
It's like how in episode 4, the Nyan cat flashes by faster than the human eye can see in a lot of scenes.
I love the fluttery music.
I like this newspaper too.
I happen to like the bottom scrolling text of the scene more.
Yeah. Never actually read the bottom part, so that's what I'm doing now. Space was also cold.
This is Jax Hubble. I wanted to name him L. Ron Hubbard. I was vetoed.
Sale pennies.
That's from Airplane.
Oh, I know. I like how Mighty Galactic Empire conquers the Starship cafeteria.
Yeah.
I just imagine Gorblax the Mighty going on the ship, just like, I'll conquer this closet, and then just stands in it for a while. It's like, it's conquered.
It's a Gorblees o'clock, do you know, or whatever.
Eagle Blast.
Oh, look, it's the old plants.
The red worked better in that shot.
We have the, I think it's funny
we did gloss over Ace Johansson there, but that's the first time we've seen him, other than the beginning of the episode and a slight cameo in an after credits scene.
Yeah.
But we'll be doing more with him in the future. We liked him. It was originally going to be voiced by Chris Bow, but we went away from like the British accent and we went for this more Southern gentleman type thing. And he's voiced by I forget again. Ty Conzak.
Which I need to contact about the episode being up.
She
has a really tiny computer.
That's budget cuts.
This is where Casey was like, I don't want to do background, so I just took whatever we had in the other ones and tried to make it work.
Oh, is that like the toothpaste nebula, but like made yellow?
Yeah.
You just color tinted it a different color.
That's fine.
It looks really good anyway. I mean,
it looks really striking as a yellow.
Art-wise, I don't know if I like my smiling Nova mouth.
It's just you don't see her smile ever, so it's useless. Maybe it's a lie up. I don't know.
I drew it. Maybe a little bit. I drew it for episode 3 when she was actually, it's like that hallucination.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're coming up on the credit scene with our new theme.
I love the music for this and cheese sandwich. His face is happy.
This face is happy.
Classic.
That's that for a motivational poster.
Oh, we need like little space Rodney, just as one of the guys floating by the planet. So we kept a new music for the credits, but we kept the like montage of environments.
Yes.
We made them more
dynamic.
They're more like because before it always just be like the slow scrolls, and now it's like they kind of explode onto the.
Well, this one I did with the circle wipes instead of the like side wipes or anything like that. So it pops a little more with the new music too.
I like that's audio mixing. Let's say when you have like the freesound.org credits, there's always like the one name that's like really long and takes up the whole screen.
I made sure to note which ones were public domain. So.
Okay.
Oh, what's this? Another scene? Oh, look at this.
Oh, he just died in this episode too. This is even more like.
Maybe this takes place right before that.
Yeah.
He had to go down to engineering to get him more line.
Well, there we go. It was episode 5.
Yes, it was very good.
We talk more about why it took so long to make and stuff in the podcast, but we are determined to make more stuff this year.
Yes, we have a couple other projects coming up. We'll talk about that separately. We have a bunch more shorts we can do in the meantime. And I think I can make crack. I know how to make crack now.
we watch Breaking Bad, we can make. What does that have to do with anything?
No, I think I just want some crack.
Okay.
Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah. So hope you enjoy the episode, and thank you everyone for the support, and we'll see you again for whatever we do
Before we
next.
go, I just thank you everybody for waiting so long. We no one feels worse about that than us. Thank you to all the voice actors who participated and really support us. Thank you to Pierce for doing the music as well as the sound mixing, and anybody else I might be missing. All the sounds that we took. Thank you guys too, even though you're not watching this.
Yeah. Thank you, like really offensive name, who made a door sound effect that we used. All right, see you guys next time.
Bye.
Watch all our cartoons.
Yeah. Click the links.